Hey guys, Ron Bondo Built Construction here today. We got this big old barn that we're working on. It's there it is in the background. This thing's 40 by 90, guys, and we got to prep it for concrete and radiant heat. So that's what we're working on today. I'll show you what we're up to. We're getting the tractor unloaded right now, guys. Carl the Kubota. We got all this crusher run, it's called. It's just crushed gravel. Got a lot of stone. It's mostly stone. There's not a lot of dirt in it. It's more like a stone with a stone dust. Real expensive stuff. It's nice to work with. It spreads nice. Because this is what we got. We got a mess in here. This barn, they put a bank run gravel pad down and then they built their barn. So the skirt board was up quite a bit, guys, as you can see. I mean, it's like my hand there in reference. I mean, it's a whole hand. It's probably, I don't know, 6-7 inches low in here. In some spots along there is really low. So we need a lot of material brought in here. And then you get back here and it's a mess. Looks like a bomb dropped in here. All this bank run gravel was dug out of here and they put a ton of plumbing in here. There's gonna be like an apartment in the back of this thing. And then the rest of it's just gonna be like I think the guy has race cars or something like that. So that's what we're up to. First we're gonna get all this crap out of here and maybe put some of it in some of the low areas. Get all them stones. I mean, there's tons of stones in here. It's all stuff looks like they just picked the stone out of the gravel as they went. Big low spot here. Chunks of concrete gravel, real low right there where the exit line goes. So that's what we're gonna be doing here. Try to get some video footage how we prep these barns. We get them like this. They're not in good shape when we get them, guys. We have a lot of work to do a lot of times on these. Nobody preps them for us. Usually we do it ourselves. Hey guys, Bondo here. So today we're prepping this big 40 by 90 barn here. I got my buddies here helping me. There's just 3 of us, and we got Carl the Kubota on the job. Carl with a K. We're just bringing this material in here, guys, and leveling it out as I showed you in the video. It was quite the mess at the beginning. They put a bunch of plumbing in there, and basically, when they build these pole barns, guys, they put what's called bank run gravel down, which is nothing but a heavy gravel. It's got big stones and stuff in it. It's just dug right out of the ground. It's not processed gravel, but it's a nice fine draining material, and it's got a lot of big rocks and stuff in it. So it's a good sub base for these barns. So the excavator will come into the job and he'll peel out the sod and clay, 1 foot to 2 foot deep, depending on how bad the soil is. And they'll put down this bank run and they'll compact it, and either with a roller or a dozer, they'll run over it, doze it out and then level it out, and usually roll it. And then the guys will come in and build the barn on top of that. So usually the sub base is in. They'll come in, dig holes in it, which kind of messes it up. Put all their poles, set all their poles, and then they will build their barn and backfill the poles with the gravel that they dug out of the holes. So basically we get these barns, guys, a lot of times. Most of the excavators around my area don't like to mess with the inside of them after they just come in, put the rough grade in, and they're gone. They're long gone. The guys build the barn, and then the guys that build the barn will backfill the poles, and then they're gone. So basically, I end up with a barn like this, and we have to. I have smaller equipment, so I have a little a mini excavator, 8,000-pound Yanmar that we do some of this stuff with, and got Carl the Kubota there, and I also got a little Bobcat MT50 on track. So we do a lot of this ourselves, and the lesson for today is, why would I do this myself? Well, one of the reasons we do this is just because we have to do it. We don't really have a lot of people that will do this and kind of coordinate with me and get it done in time so I can get my work done. I'd have to wait for them. And secondly is the importance of how good this grade's got to be, especially on a building this big. I mean, we started to screed this off by hand, trying to get it really, really good. You can see in the video, we actually had a 16-foot screed and we started pulling it, but that was just taking too long. So we just really checked it a lot with the laser. We set up a laser, and we just kept moving that laser around and checking it real good. And we got come-alongs, guys. Nothing but a flat rake that we use for concrete. You guys that don't know what a come-along is, it works really good for leveling this out. And this material is quite expensive material, but it's basically all rock. It's like it's not limestone rock. It's just regular rock, but it's crushed up really fine. I don't think there's anything bigger than like 1/2 inch in there, 1/2 to 5/8, and then the stone dust is in there as well. So it rakes really nice. It spreads kind of like butter, so you can get a really nice grade. So I like working with this material here. Hey guys, if you're new to my channel, my name's Ron Bond. I got a company called Bondo Built Construction. We do all kinds of this kind of stuff, this concrete and these big floors, and we do in-floor radiant heat a lot, excavation work. We build Nudura foundations. Check out my channel if you like that kind of thing. Hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video, smash the like button for me, guys. Thanks. So we got the back section where the apartment is, where all the plumbing is. We got that all done here and got it tamped out, and now we're working on the shop section. Like I said in the video, there's a apartment going to be in the back, like 30 feet of this thing, so it's 90 feet. You got 30-foot apartment area. It's going to be like a 2-story in there. And then you got this 40 by 60 area that's going to be a shop. I believe they have some race cars, so they're going to do some of that kind of work in there. They actually build a nice steel beam, like a truss out of steel, and set it in there to probably pick stuff up with the race cars. So anyways, guys, this is how we do it. It's all done, a lot of hand work here, especially along the edges. You can't really get the tractor too close to the edge, so we like to get the edges pretty much by hand. I'll dump a little material in there, we'll rake it off, and then I get into this open area and I can kind of grade it pretty good with the tractor. So that's what we're doing here. I'm just grading it, keep pulling it back, kind of back dragging it, and the guys are checking it. But stay with me, and I'm going to kind of go over a little lesson at the end of this video to show you the difference, like a half inch to 1 inch in this building, this size, will make up in your concrete. Like how much more concrete I would use if I say I didn't get this grade that great, or I let somebody else do it for me, and it was a 1/2 to 1 inch off. I'm going to show you the difference in cost for a building this big. It's quite substantial, guys. So stay with us on that one. And here we are, just we're tamping it out. We're just finishing things up here, getting towards the end. Like, just keep checking it. Dump a little material here and there, kind of tamp it off. It took us like 6 hours to do this whole building, so I thought that was pretty good for 3 guys. I mean, we probably brought 3 10-wheelers material in here, and think each 10-wheeler is about 15 yards, so we brought a lot of stuff in here. And just finishing out the door there, we tamped around to the door, and we had to add a little bit more around that big door. Here I'm just keep back dragging it, and you can see the guys checking it. Just keep checking, hit it sideways there. Try to get as much as you can with the tractor so we didn't have as much handwork. I didn't want to put too much in here. But we also got styrofoam we got to put in here, guys. So this is all radiant heat. This whole barn's going to have radiant heat in it. So actually, the same day we did this, we started putting foam down after we graded it. We didn't start this until almost noon, so we worked till about 6 o'clock that night getting it ready. But yeah, got to allow for that 2 inches of foam, like I was saying. We didn't spray foam this one. It's just it was a little, quite a bit cheaper to use board foam with something this big. So the way we did it, we just threw 2-inch styrofoam board, closed cell, polystyrene board. We threw that down and put some perimeter foam around it. I'll do a video on us insulating this. We're just finishing things up here, guys. I'll show you the lesson here at the end with the yardages, so you can kind of see that. Okay guys, so I'm on this concrete calculator here, and I've got my numbers in here. We got our barn here, which is 40 by 90. I got my slab thickness as 5 inches, and quantity, I don't know why that's on there, but it says quantity of 1. So if I calculate this, I'm going to come up with, let's see, 55.56 yards. So I'm going to write that down, which I already did. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to change this to 5.5. So a 1/2 inch difference. Everything else being the same. Calculate. Now we got 61.11 yards. So let's just go one step further here. We really messed up the grade, and we make it 6 inches thick. We don't do a good job, we end up really too thick here. Okay, 6 inches thick. Now we're up to 66.67 yards, guys. So that being said, okay guys, so writing some of this down, I got at 5 inches 55.56 yards, gonna be about $8,334, and there's some change to that at $150 a yard, which is right around what I'm paying, give or take a little bit with tax and stuff. This is not including any conveyors or pump fees. So if we jump up to 5.5 inches, we got 61.11 yards. That's going to be $9,166 and some odd change. And 6 inches, 66.67 yards. So now we're up to $10,000 and some change, all at $150 a yard. So I wrote this part down. So if we use a conveyor a lot, guys, and a conveyor is going to cost me $17.50 a yard. So with that being said, my 5-inch slab at my yardage that we talked about, it's going to be $972.30 for the conveyor fee. And then if we go up to the 5.5 inches, I'm going to jump up to $1,069.42 for my conveyor fee. And then 6 inches thick, I'm going to jump up to $1,166.72 for my conveyor fee. So with that being said, here's my numbers, guys. With concrete and conveyor, 5 inches thick, I'm going to be $93.06.30 roughly. The change is give or take a few cents. Same thing here at 5.5, I'm going to be up to $10,235 542, and at my 6-inch number, I'm going to be 11,166.72. So when I jump from 5 inches to 5.5 inches, I'm gaining $930. It's costing me $930. Like I said, give or take a couple cents, but that's costing me just a 1/2 inch of a mess up on my grade. Say I want 5 inches of concrete and I accidentally a little deep and I'm at 5.5, that's cost me $930. Probably more than that with your tax and everything. And then if we jump up again and we wanted 5 inches of concrete and we ended up at the 6 inches of concrete, bam, another $930. So just because you mess up the grade by 1 inch, you're gonna be costing you pretty much close to $2,000 by the time you throw your taxes, and they have environmental fees and all this other crap. So guys, that's what this lesson is a little bit about, is the importance of your grade on your sub base when you're grading these things out, how that can mess you up if you don't grade it right. You're a little bit off, 1/2 inch here or there on a big building, could cost you a lot of money. So either got to be really good on your grade work, or you got to figure them on the high end. You got to figure your grade on the thick end with your bid, and then if you come in a little less, then that's money in your pocket. So that's what I wanted to show you. Okay guys, well that's pretty much it for the video. We got this finished up. It come out real nice. I hope you got something out of the video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. And you guys that haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. We got 130 videos on here now, and we keep them coming. We're trying to teach you guys everything we know about concrete. Thanks guys.